Folks, unfortunately, we've got another panel coming in a minute, so I'm going to have to wrap it up. I'm going to show off one of our success stories in a moment. I just want to talk about what we're doing. First of all, look, Dick mentioned the governor's race. I was disappointed to lose, but I'm proud and happy to be back with this organization and with you guys because we're going to affect real change in the months to come, and that's really what it's all about. And we're going to do that through our grassroots effort, getting back to basics, and that's writing letters to the editor. We have a lot of people on board now. Over the last several years, we've been writing letters to people we find in the newspaper, writing letters to the editor, who are now here with us today. We've been developing bloggers across the state for several years, grassroots activists, and I need your help in the next 5 weeks to do what they say is impossible, to defeat that ballot question and send a real powerful message, to our friends on the left, and we can do it. Our lawn signs will be out in about a week. I'm going to be doing my press conference in about a week. I hope everybody here can join me in Trenton, so we have a good crowd for that. Our plan to win, we're raising money. We will be on TV, we will be on the radio, and then I'm going to know what hit it. But one of the things we do at Americans for Prosperity is in educating people. There's 3 things you can do to affect change. You can donate money, very, very important. We need that to keep the revolution going. You can become an activist, also extremely important. You've accomplished a lot. Or you can become an elected official. That's a big commitment. And over the last 3 years, we have nurtured and encouraged people to do just that who never talked to before. And I think we got now about 8 or 10 people that we've gotten elected to office across the state. We're planting seeds for the future. People in the years to come are going to rise up into higher positions and make a difference. One of those success stories I want to point to is here with us today. Rob Eichmann, an AFP activist, one of our first, 4 years ago when I opened our chapter, one of our first meetings in Gloucester County in Rob's basement, when we had, I think, 6 activists. Rob decided last November to run for state committee man in Gloucester County. Let me explain what that is. There's a man and a woman in all 21 counties in the state, a state committee man and a state committee woman. They determine what's going to be the philosophy and the foundation of the Republican Party. We elected 2 people to the state committee from Gloucester County. And Rob Eichmann and Donna Ward, his running mate, were an upset victory, and they are a real thorn in the side of the leadership in pushing for our values and principles. So I'd like Rob to a couple of minutes to tell us.
Just real quick, I got very mad and very angry when I looked around and saw how the Republican Party in the state of New Jersey had become just completely and totally ineffective and, quite frankly, incompetent. And that's what got my blood boiling and got me to the point where I said, you know what, let me go ahead and collect the signatures and put my name on the ballot. I said, I'm going to get up there, I'm going to see what exactly is going on. What do these people do? Do they have any clue? Or don't they? And so I was fortunate enough to win, like Steve said. I ran on Steve's line in Gloucester County. And I got to the Republican State Committee meeting that we had in June. And quite frankly, it's abhorrent what they do, the way they act, and how they run the Republican Party like the private little people for the benefit of themselves, their families, and their friends. And I'm not going to be able to change it overnight. I'm not going to be able to change it by myself. I'm not going to be able to change it with Donna Ward. But with the help from people like yourselves and the grassroots folks across New Jersey, by calling Jay Weber, emailing Jay Weber, writing him letters, contacting other members of the state committee, we will eventually make a difference. We will eventually bring the Republican Party back to where we can make a difference. And that's what I'm going to do. Thank
you. Everybody in this room can do that. There are county committee people and the Democratic. What I really would like to do is get a couple hundred AFP activists elected to the Democratic county committee. Then we'll make a real difference. No, hey, look, we have some Democrats with us today, folks, believe it or not. We have conservative Democrats with us today. You can run for office. You can get elected. You can become AFP's #1 activist of the year, George Humphreys, who himself pushed 100,000 people onto a petition because he worked hard to get through to Rush Limbaugh. We're making a difference. We're going to continue to make a difference. But unfortunately, we have to get out of this room. So I want to thank all of you for being here, and I just want to point out a couple of, every movement has a couple of key leaders, and the real visionary, folks, I know I get a lot of the credit for the work I do here, but the real visionary was Freda Levy, who's seen Freda speak. Freda was the founder of the